Okay, I've tried to have the light on here in the car, which feels really strange as we're going to set off for driving. There are some street lights around, so hopefully we'll get some lighting, but it is 5:08 in the morning. Happy New Year! It is January the 4th right now. Hope you all had some kind of fantastic celebration or whatever you did, staying home and safe for New Year. This is what happens when you have amazing friends. You start the new year with a beaming smile. Now, a couple of things I have to say. I stayed in, I was in my pyjamas for New Year, so that was great. It's just started snowing, just noticed that, so love that for me, not so much. But, oh yes, we have a red light so I can sit and chat. Yeah, what's happening? So January 2nd, 1 a.m. in the morning, I did an unusual timed shift at my usual night job. Got released early because there wasn't much work to do, and then by 9:30 in the morning I had a phone call to say, actually, this is not going to work out. There's not enough work, we're letting a load of people go, nothing to do with my performance, but that's it, bye-bye now. So very sad, very gloomy, spent a few hours thinking, no, what am I going to do? Bills, debts, life, usual anxiety. Pulled myself around and then spent several hours applying for jobs, speed bumps, on all the various websites, like for job agencies and things. It's so difficult nowadays. My mum always recalls, a time when you could just walk into a place and ask if they've got jobs, but it's just not the way anymore. You have to be online, you have to be on these sites, you have to be registered all over the place. I dutifully did that. I applied for 9 other warehouses. I spoke to an old friend in a school, which she was very helpful, and thank you so much to you also. I don't know if I should say your name, so I won't, but thank you, you know who you are. And yeah, then I spent the rest of the day, had a little cry, mostly because I've actually put effort into that job, and I know I can go back as soon as I can reapply when there's more workload, but I started to make friends, learning the language, enjoying the job role, and I felt sad for all of those things as well, I think, not just financially and the stress, but it is what it is. We pick ourselves up. It was still snowy and icy, and I went for a walk. It always clears the cobwebs away, and what else can you do? We're in tier 4. So yeah, I went for a walk. Then the next day, yesterday, Sunday, so literally 24 hours after it had all happened, and obviously I've already been applying. Actually, on the Saturday afternoon, I already got a call back thanks to another good friend who had said, have you applied for this one? I said, yes, I have. They said, wait a minute, because I've already got a job with them, starting very soon, so I'm going to give them a call directly and make sure that they pick up your application. So I actually have an induction with them on Tuesday, which is another warehouse, which I am all about at the minute, because these tiers and lockdowns and things, that's where it's at, and there can be some great camaraderie there as well. It's only a 3-month gig, so it would be perfect timing if I was able to go back to my original job and reapply again. So I thought, well, yes, that would be a nice little sidestep and back again. And then leading to yesterday, Sunday, so 24 hours later, I popped on Facebook and Instagram to let all of you guys, whoever follows me, old friends from yesteryear and things, let everyone know what the year was starting like again, and that I was now unemployed. And the love, I cannot tell you, it was immense. I was tearing up and beaming with smiles all day, because you guys, not everybody posted for everyone to see, which I love also, because it meant I got inbox messages on Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, as well as comments on the posts and things, and the pour out of love was just insane. It was incredible. I'm so lucky to have such amazing friends and family, and people all over the world as well, because I've been fortunate enough to work all over. So I've got friends literally as far as Australia. Yes, Skippy. I was thinking, what would Skippy do? You know, friends all over the world getting in touch, saying, you know, they're here for me, keep my chin up, giving me positive energy, sending me virtual hugs, and leading to this morning, just the very next day. It's now Monday morning, it's now 5:14, and I am heading to Starbucks to get a coffee to start a new job. I mean, how incredible is that? Yesterday I went for another snowy walk. I took my nan out because she's been trapped in for quite a while with all this snow, so we took her very gently with her stick on some even path so she could get some fresh air. And all day I was in contact since probably before 9 a.m. in the morning with this one particular girl who I cannot thank enough. I mean, what a beautiful human who would contact me. I've not seen her probably in more than 5 years. We've spoken on Facebook and things, commented on each other's pictures, the usual love that people send each other, you know, but I hope that it's testimony to my personality, and for people that may not have worked with me for long or know me very briefly, but people actually want to help. I always like to think that I am that kind stranger that would always do anything for anyone, and that certainly comes back tenfold. I saw that yesterday, and I don't know, I want to say your name, but I haven't asked you, so I'm not going to say your name right now, but you know who you are. You worked so hard. I think I owe you a commission for what you did for me yesterday, all while preparing your Sunday dinner. All the voice messages you sent me, I could hear you chopping and busy preparing and things, and you still found time the whole day to message back and forth to your area manager to get me on this job today. And grateful does not cover it. Thank you is just not enough. My heart is filled with love from all of you guys, all the support, these individuals that went above and beyond to make sure that I didn't skip a beat. On my original rota from the job that I was let go, I would have been working last night from 11:30 until 7:30 this morning. And as it turns out, partway into that shift, or 6 o'clock, or 10 to 6, I actually start another job. So I literally have not skipped a beat. I can't say that the finances are going to be the same. I'm not sure how this is going to pan out. I think I have training to do after today. This is a kind of, let's get you started, see how it goes. And this is also another kind of until March situation, which is brilliant, which means hopefully I can get back to my original job, but this gets me a chance to see an old friend, learn another new skill, and be paid. What more can I ask for? Well, better lighting is what I could definitely ask for, sorry about that, but it is time to get Starbucks. I have waffled, I'm back in the road again. This feels like the start of last year, because January, February, I was still filming in TV, so I was still doing my early morning starts and sitting with you guys in the car, and that is what this feels like. So I'm gonna flip you around, get my Starbucks, and see you on the flip side. Thank you. Oh, you haven't just got a napkin, have you, for that, honey? Have you got a napkin? Sorry. I need to work with sticky hands. Thank you. Cheers. I'm so that customer. I'm really sorry about that. I didn't expect that. They're such lovely people, but they never stir the honey in, and because it's just black coffee, you always get to the end and think, oh, there's my honey. And I don't really need it for a sweetener. I just like it as an extra little kick sometimes. It's good to have the honey in your system. But then they'd stirred it as I asked, and left the honey just dripping down the side of the cup. So he said, there's your drink. I went to collect it and I was like, I don't really want to put my hand into that, thanks very much. Here goes. So I just wanted to pull out of Starbucks and put my maps on. I think I know where I'm going, but it's always best just to check, especially when you're starting work in half an hour. You don't want to not be there. Yeah, this lighting is dreadful. I've still got both my lights on in the car, and the street lights are on, and all I can see is one side of me. That's probably for the best. You can see less chins and less crow's feet, which is good for you guys, good for me for editing. But yeah, I have nothing else to report right now. It's now 22 minutes past 5 in the morning. Like I say, I start at 10 to 6. So excited, so grateful. Happy New Year. This is it was gonna be on Saturday when I got the call, New Year, same me, you know, losing jobs, starting jobs, kicking myself for not being better at something else. And no, it's not. It's January the 4th and we are slaying it. See you on the flip side. Hello friends, back in the car now at just after 10 past 2. That is my day complete. So it's kind of a trial day or a first day of my new temporary job, shall we say. I'm not going to mention what it is. I've learnt don't get burnt, keep your jobs, don't mention them on the internet. But many thanks to the girls today, keeping me entertained and letting me be a part of their team. So that's it really. I know this morning it's very early and cold and I waffled as usual, not quite sure what I said, but needless to say, I am back in employment. Did you think I'd be gone for long? And I am freezing. The car is actually saying that it's 4 degrees right now. However, I am back in another job where it's high-vis situation, let's just say that, and it's cold. It's very cold. I wore well, I have now, I've got 4 layers on now, and I've had 6 layers on throughout the day. I didn't mention that this morning. I've literally got like my running vests, another vest, a t-shirt, then this, and then another fleece, and then a coat before the high-vis. So my body very warm. Even with 2 pairs of socks, my feet are like blocks of ice. For the first 10 minutes of this journey, I just had to have the heating on my feet to try and thaw them out. I changed the shoes, I put warmer ones on to driving because I knew that my feet would be a trouble, but I still can't feel my feet. So yeah, if this job carries on for a little while like it's supposed to do, thank you, hopefully, please, I'm going to need different footwear. I don't think it's a matter of warmer socks or anything like that. I went to my Doc Martens and I should have known. They just don't keep your feet warm. They're great serviceable shoes, boots, but they're just, maybe it's me, let me know, is it just me? Once your feet get cold in docks, I think that's it, you're just cold. And then every time I've walked over to the toilets or anything away from where I've been standing, I felt like I could break my toes. It's been so cold. They're literal blocks of ice. So we just sort that out. But I think this job should continue until hopefully March. So good news, I didn't skip a beat on the work front. I've got a couple of training days this week to make sure I know what I'm talking about in this job, and then hopefully I'll start picking up some shifts. Having said that, further good news, I do have another induction day. I'm not sure if I said that this morning, for another job tomorrow, which I hope to be starting within a week as well. So I'm going to try and keep both jobs simultaneously, just because that's how the hours fit and I need to build up the money to make an actual wage. So yeah, Happy New Year. Not so gloomy as I thought. I have incredible friends out in the world, all over, sending me such positivity and helping me move forward on getting jobs within a day. I mean, come on, who has friends like that? Me. So thank you so much for you guys for watching. Thank you for all my friends and family for all their positive energy. I am a believer. I think, you know, you put good energy out there, you get good energy back. And it worked. It really paid off this time. So hopefully within a week I'll have 2 jobs and be back on top. So apart from my cold feet and letting you know that I'm smiling at the end of my first shift, I think that's all I've got to say. So there's still snow on the ground. It's not actually snowing. It did start very lightly this morning, but it didn't snow, so I'm hoping that it doesn't snow anymore, especially with now being on the motorway for work. I don't want really any weather issues to happen. Let me know how your new so just let me know how your new year was. Did you start a new career? Did you lose your job? Hopefully you had some fun times, stayed safe, and yeah, I'm just noticing my lips are still a little bit blue, but I didn't film when I first got into the car. I tried to thaw out a little bit because I've been wearing my mask, obviously for my shift, and I took my mask off and my lips were blue. And yes, it is cold. So stay warm, stay safe, wear a mask, and I'll see you on the flip side.